Good morning, dear students, and welcome back for the online classes of English. In the previous class, I explained you about chapter 2.2 Angels on the Earth. In this chapter, we learned about the little angels. Who are the little angels? The little babies. Then we learned about the infants, and the babies are also known as toddler and child above 18 months. After that, we learned about the babies, that how they suck the milk from their mother's breast very strongly and how they feel comfortable and warmth in their mother's arms. We learned about newborn mammals and the human babies, that they feed on milk. But due to many reasons, due to many health problems, many of the mothers are not able to feed their baby. So for those baby, formula milk powder has been prepared so that the baby shouldn't feel hungry. And it is same like the mother's milk. Then we learned about the babies, that how after several months the average baby needs some solid food. I told you at about 5 to 6 months. Then which all foods they are taking, that is cereals, mixed vegetables, etc. Then I told you about that how the babies, they change from breastfeeding to eating solid foods, and that is called as weaning. But there is no particular fixed time for weaning. It totally depends upon the baby and the mother. Then I showed you this picture. I told you about the teeth, central incisor, lateral incisor, cuspid, first molar, second molar. This is the baby's upper jaw. I told you about the first teeth of the baby that usually appears at about 7 or 8 months after birth. Then I told you about teething, that during teething, when the teeth comes out, at that time the baby, they doesn't feel good, they are not comfortable, and they cries a lot during this period. And for making them to soothe, we are giving them teether. This also I told you. Then I told you about babies grow and change very quickly, and at the time of their birth, whatever will be the weight of the baby, it just gets double at the age of 6 months. And how we can know that a baby is of good health or not, that we can see by the gaining weight. And if the weight is not gaining, that means the baby is ill. Then we learnt about newborn baby cannot even hold up its head. Only about 6 to 8 weeks, they start moving their eyes and they starts to smile. And around 3 months, they raise their head. This also I told you. Then I told you the time period of crawling, then walking. And I also reminded you many times that it totally depends upon the baby. There is no fixed time. There is no particular time for the baby, that in this month they will be crawling or in this month they will be walking. It totally depends upon the baby. So dear children, today we will proceed with the next part of the chapter. 8th point. Not all babies develop at the same speed. Some are able to crawl or walk earlier than usual. Others are little later. This is not important and has no bearing on how clever or athletic the baby will be in the future. So what's given over here, that not all babies develop. Develop means grow. Not all babies grow at the same speed. Some are able to crawl. Crawl means move forward on the hands and knees. I think you people have seen a small crawling baby, isn't it? So, some are able to move forward on the hands and knees or walk earlier than usual. Others are little later because there is no particular time for a baby to walk or crawl. They do according to their wish. This is not important, and it is already said over here that this is not important as no effect on how clever or athletic. Athletic means physically strong, healthy and active the baby will be in the future, and there is no effect on the baby that if the baby is not crawling at the age of 8 months or 9 months, if a baby is not able to walk at the age of 12 months, that doesn't mean that the baby will be like this in the future. That baby can become athletic also. Ninth, babies must be kept clean to remain comfortable and healthy. They cannot wash themselves, neither can they control their bowels or urine. So, a baby must be washed regularly. Although a thorough bath every day is not usually necessary, most babies begin to control their bowels at between 18 and 24 months and their urination a few months later. So what's given over here is that babies must be kept clean to remain comfortable and healthy. Every time the baby should be clean. They should not be dirty, because little baby, anytime they can urinate, anytime they can do their clothes dirty or do themselves dirty. So that's why it is said over here that every time the baby should be remain clean so that they can feel comfortable and healthy, as the baby cannot wash themselves and neither can they control their bowels. Bowels means intestines. They cannot control their intestine that okay, I don't have to urinate now, or I don't have to do these kinds of things now. Why? Because they are infants. They cannot control their intestine, their bowels. They cannot control. That's why any time they are urinating. So it is the duty of the elder people that they must wash the baby regularly, and baby should take bath regularly, not thoroughly. Thoroughly means it's not necessary that complete bath every time putting soap, shampoo and all. It's not necessary, but baby should be clean regularly. Most babies begin to control their bowels between 18 and 24 months. So, in between which month? 18 and 24 months, the baby starts controlling their bowels and their urination a few months later. And after a few months, they start controlling their urination. Next, can you able to see the picture? How a mother is having the soap, a tub, and how she is cleaning the baby. And in the other picture, how the baby went to the toilet. This is the way of keeping the baby clean, by making them understand that they have to be clean all the time, otherwise they will be having health issues. 10th point, at one time, it was common for babies to die from disease or neglect before they were even a year old. About 50 years ago, for example, in India, about 1 in 6 babies died during the first year of its life. But now, this figure has been introduced to about 1 in 40. There are baby clinics and primary health centers to advise mothers on the care of their babies and on the correct way to feed them at different ages. They weigh the babies to make sure they are developing normally. And if there is any doubt about their health, a doctor is there to examine them. So what's given over here? At one time, Earlier, not now, at one time earlier, it was common for the babies to die. Either they used to die in the mother's womb or in between by birth to 1 year. And about 50 years ago, example is given of India, that about 50 years ago, in India, about 1 in 6 babies die. If 6 babies are taking birth, out of that 1 baby every time they used to die. This was the condition, poor condition of our country. But now this figure has been reduced. And now out of 41 babies dying. That means yet now we need many improvement. But it is better than 1 of 6. Is it? So there are many, and now these days there are many baby clinics and primary health centers. Many health centers are there, and government has also taken many initiatives for the pregnant ladies, for the newborn baby. And these health centers, they advise mothers on the care of their babies. They used to tell them that, okay, you are pregnant, so you have to eat this kind of food. You have to work in this way. And when they give birth, after that also, the health centers, the doctors, they used to tell the ladies that, okay, you have to give this kind of food to the baby. Mother's milk are the best milk for the baby till 6 months. All these things, the doctors, the health center people, everybody are telling to the mothers these days. In this way, they are taking care of the mothers as well as the babies. And on the correct way to feed them. That's what I told you. They are telling about the correct way how to feed the baby according to their ages. And how they make sure that the baby is healthy? By weighing the baby. That's what is given. They weigh the babies to make sure they are developing normally. And if they are having any doubt related to the baby, that okay, the baby is not developing normally or the weight of the baby is very less, then to whom they will go? Then they can take help of a doctor, and a doctor is there every time to examine the baby. 11th, babyhood ends at about 18 months of age, and then childhood begins. It continues up to about 12 to 14 years. In this stage of life, 4 important changes occur. Children learn to walk and run. They begin to use language to communicate with others. They start to think and can solve simple problems. Finally, they begin to observe and imitate the people around them. So what's given over here? Babyhood. Babyhood means the state of early childhood before being able to walk. The state of early childhood before the baby begin able to walk. That is known as babyhood. So babyhood ends at about which month? 18 months of age. Because by the 18 months of age, the baby starts walking. Many babies starts walking. And then childhood begins. After 18 months, childhood begins. And we call those babies as, not as infants, as toddler or child. And this childhood, it continues up to the age of 12 to 14 years. After 14 years, the baby become young. In this stage of life, which stage of life? 12 to 14 years stage of life, 4 important changes occurs in the baby. And what are those changes? Children learn to walk and run. The children, they learn to walk and run. They begin to use language to communicate with others. After 18 months, the children learn to walk and run, and they begin to use language. Now the baby start listening carefully to the parents, carefully to the other people, that what they are saying, and they too start saying the same thing. So they begin to use language to communicate with others. They start to think and can solve simple problems. Now the babies, they're using their mental capacity, they're using their mental ability, and they start thinking and can solve problems. Finally, they begin to observe and imitate the people around them. And finally, they start being observing and imitating the other people. Imitate means copy, okay, to copy other people. So after hearing the other people, what they used to do, they begin to observe and imitate the people around them. Okay, and communicate means interchange thoughts. Okay, to talk to the other person by changing your thoughts with that person. 12. When children are fully grown, they are about twice as tall and 4 times as heavy as they were at the age of 2. This dramatic change takes place slowly from 2 to about 9 years. During this period, children grow 5 to 8 centimeters and gain 2 to 3 kilograms a year. Then, after the age of 10, children grow faster for several years. This growth, which growth? The growth from 18 months till 10. This growth spurt begins. Spurt means what? A sudden increase in speed. So this growth spurt begins 2 years earlier for girls than for boys. So what's given over here, that when children are fully grown, they are about twice as tall and 4 times as heavy as they were at the age of 2. Means when the baby was of age 2, whatever was the height of the baby, whatever was the weight of the baby, it becomes twice. The height becomes twice and the weight becomes 4 times. Okay, so what is given over here? That when the baby was at the birth, when the children are fully grown, they are about twice as tall and 4 times as heavy as they were at the age of 2. Okay, fully grown children, I think you can understand what do you mean by fully grown. Okay, this dramatic change takes place slowly from 2 to about 9 years. And these changes, it takes place slowly about 2 to about 9 years. From the age of 2 to 9 years, all these dramatic changes takes place. During this period, children grow 5 to 8 centimeters. And during this period, the children used to grow from 5 to 8 centimeters. And how many weight gain they used to get? 2 to 3 kilograms a year. Then after the age of 10, what happens? Children grow faster for several years. After the age of 10. After the age of 10 means maybe from class 6th, 5th or 6th. Okay. So after 4, 5 or 6, because I don't know your age, so randomly I am telling you that after the age of 10, children grow faster for several years, and this growth spurts begin 2 years earlier for girls than for boys. The girls are getting 2 years earlier. This growth is taking place in the girls rather than the boys. And I told you already the meaning of spurt. It is a sudden increase in speed. Next, I think you can able to see this picture. How a baby is sitting at the corner of the room, and how the other person, maybe his parents or maybe someone else, shouting at the baby, and how the baby is scared. So let's read about it. In most human families, children are loved and well cared for. But sometimes they are very badly treated by adults. Most serious problems arise when children are maltreated. By their own parents or adoptive parents. In such cases, the abuse may not come to the notice of people outside the home until it is too late. Children come to believe that they are continually punished because they are really bad. They develop an inferiority complex, which retards their physical as well as mental developments. So, dear children, we are very lucky that we got such parents who loves us, who cares for us, whatever we want they used to give us. So we are very lucky that we got such kind of parents. But in most of the families, I told you we are lucky, so we are among these most of the families where children are loved and well cared for. But sometimes many children, they are very badly treated by the adults. That adult could be their parents, that adults could be their cousins or uncle, aunties, whoever they might be. And most serious problem arise when children are maltreated. What do you mean by maltreat? To be very cruel to someone. So the serious problem arises when the children are treated very cruelly by someone. They are treated very cruelly by someone. Maybe by their own parents or adoptive parents. And in such cases, the abuse means unfair or cruel treatment of someone. So in such cases, the abuse may not come to the notice of people outside. In such kind of cases, the outsiders, because all these things are going inside the home, inside a house. So the outsiders are not able to know about all these abusive things. And till they comes to know, it is too late. Many a times, children are running off from the house. Many a times, they are not feeling well, so they are crying at the corner, just like this baby. You can able to see, just like this child. So all these things happens. That's why every time I'm reminding you that we are very lucky that we got such kind of parents. Because many of us don't get these kinds of parents. It is given that children come to believe that they are continually punished because they are really bad. Sometimes the child, they get so hurted that they used to believe that I am being born for getting hurted, for getting punishments, because I am very bad. They develop an inferiority complex. What do you mean by inferiority complex? An unrealistic feeling, the feeling which is not real. They start developing an inferiority complex which retards their physical as well as mental development. Retards means to make the development slower. So this unrealistic feeling, this inferiority complex, it make the development slower. Rather it will be mental development or physical development of the child, but these all things makes the child feel that okay, I am a bad person, I cannot do anything, and God made me just for punishment. All these things goes inside the mind of the child and it affects their development. Next, in order to protect children from cruel treatment, most governments have passed laws against child abuse. Those found guilty can be fined or jailed. Unusually, however, attempts are made to reform the parent or parents and to create a healthy environment in the home. If necessary, abused children are taken away from their families and placed in the care of a children's home. So what's given over here that in order to protect children from cruel treatment, what the governments are doing, they have passed laws against child abuse. That the people, whether they are parents, whether they belongs to any NGOs or orphanage or any hostels, so those who found guilty, the people those who find guilty, they can be fined or jailed. Either they have to pay fine for abusing the child or else they can be put in jail. And usually, however, attempts are made to reform the parent or parents. Many a time in the school environment or outside, many attempts are made to reform the parents and to create a healthy environment in the home, so that the child should see that healthy environment, and they should feel very good that okay, I can do everything in this world, because there is no child in this world or no person in this world who cannot do anything. Everybody has their own capability of doing the work. Maybe a person is not good in study, that doesn't mean that that person cannot do anything. So it depends upon the child's mentality, that what the child is thinking. Next, it's given over here that if necessary, abused children, if necessary, if the parents or if the hostelers or anywhere, if the child is getting abused continuously, then necessary measures have been taken. And what is that measure? That the abused children are taken away from their families and placed in the care of children's home. This kind of thing also the government has taken the initiative to do. But as I told you, we are lucky, we are having very good parents, so we don't have to think about all this matter. As our parents are working very hard so that we can study in a good English medium school, we can get good education, all these things our parents are doing for us. I hope you all understood this chapter. Next chapter will start in the next class. And for notes, you can check the PDFs. Thank you, children.